morning, afternoon. It is very windy. Say 40 kilometer winds, gusting up to 60 kilometers. And nice and chilly and cold too. Brr. It's hard to do this with one hand. It's so windy I could not tarp by myself. I got the boss to hire someone to help me tarp because the wind just kept blowing it all off. So our load here very, very, very close to max weight. Very, very close. Tarped pretty nicely. I just needed an extra person to, while someone was unrolling the tarps, someone else could be bungeeing down, pulling over for me. Okay. Did a load secure check here. Whew. It is chilly. Okay. Nobody coming. Still nobody coming. Let's go. It's only 4 degrees, minus 4 degrees Celsius, but the wind makes it so much colder. It was a wind chill of minus 16 in the morning. It was, I think, minus 7 degrees Celsius, but with the wind.
Coming down Highway 3 to go up the chain up on there, I guess. Drive BC says it's still on, but that was updated at 1 in the morning.
With the wind chill, it's so much colder.
Pretty sad for us to get straight up now. Yeah, I know. They don't update, that's nice for travelers as well, too, right? So they don't update it. Just give her a maker. Oh, yeah. I gotta go that way anyway. That's what the big radio is all about, is it not?
Drive BC says we still have to chain up on Highway 3 is what that sounds like. I didn't even bother checking Drive BC. I don't see why we would have to chain up. But you never know. Look at the beautiful mountains. It's rare that I start a video here, but it was a different location. I picked up the load and it's like, well, I legally have to do a load secure check at approximately here, so might as well start the video here. It is 3:18 p.m. minus 4 degrees Celsius.
Speaking of which, got a bubble machine working. That's coming. Very good.
And happy Tuesday. Oh yeah, I'm definitely heavy. This is a hard hill to climb, and there's the first hill we have to climb. Because I pulled off of that exit there.
The cop westbound that Hannah's Road as well. Same thing, only different. Yep.
Didn't get up to speed before the hill, so really struggling up and over this one. Whew, it is gusty. It's moving my truck around. And
Usually there's 3 of them out here working all at the same time.
Just hammer the throttle all the way down, right against the speed limiter, and you'll be fine. Problem is, a lot of these truckers don't have a speed limiter on them. Even this little hill here, we're down to 80 kilometers an hour. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a workout over these mountains. It's gonna be a bit of a workout. So I loaded this at, it's not actually Taiga in Langley there. Same yard as Taiga there, whatever they are. Loaded it there in Langley. Then went to a different place in Langley, a transport company. And the boss paid him a few bucks to help me tarp the load because it was so windy. Rolling up the tarps, nobody came and helped me. I literally had all my oil jugs and my coolant jugs and my washer fluid jugs laying on the tarps, and then just to keep the tarp down and then just slowly work my way through. It took me almost 2 hours to roll up my tarps today morning. That's when I made the call to the boss and go, I know the next load's a tarp load. There is no way I can do that alone. If Jess was with me, I could do it. I just need another pair of hands if you want that load tarped. So he got me another pair of hands. Made that mistake before, attempting to tarp a roll or tarp a load that in wind like that, and it just doesn't work out. I think that's the 4th RCMP I've seen leaving Langley. Don't get snow down here very often in the lower mainland. In Langley, they had like over a foot of snow. Langley got hit harder than Chilliwack, a lot harder. Langley had way more snow than here. It's interesting how which places get hit with more snow and not. But it is a beautiful winter wonderland, beautiful view of the mountains. Usually when we do this trip over here, I start the video in Hope, and you guys missed the entry into the mountains, missed the spectacular viewpoints here of the mountains. I know in the video they're gonna look tiny and way back there. In real life, like that mountain in front of us, I can barely see sky above it. It is a huge mountain. Where I have the cameras placed with a wide angle lens, you guys definitely get the better view. But the mountains, like the camera just never does it justice on how big these mountains are. Okay, car, that was a little close to me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. If you were to slam on the brakes right now, I would drive right through you. This truck is not stopping that fast with max weight load. There's a hill here. Hopefully they pull away from me on these hills. Yeah, it's better. I like having a nice distance between me and the car in front of me when we're at highway speed. Really wonky bounces here. Bouncy, bouncy. Sunset is now at 5 p.m. So that's an hour and a half from now. Shooting a little earlier than magic hour, but I think it's still pretty magical. The sun's pretty low in the sky. It's nice getting longer days again. Middle December, it would be getting dark right now. Unfortunately, I'm running a little bit behind schedule, about 2 hours further behind than I wanted to be. This load's headed to Penticton, so I'm like, I'll get to go home and spend some hours at home, edit some video, edit this video. But now I'm gonna get home, untarp, go see Jess. And then in the morning, get her to give me a ride back to the truck. And she's going on a road trip to see her brother. Thank you so much for those of you that went to my brother's GoFundMe. Not my brother, my brother-in-law's GoFundMe. Call him my little bro. It means a great deal for those of you that went and donated. I think that's what charity is about, helping people when they're in need, when they're in the greatest need. I know I posted on my Facebook with my friends, and everybody goes hugs and kisses and all this stuff and praying for you. I'm like, that's all great. But you guys can help answer those prayers right now by donating $5. So I saw a bunch of you guys did, so that was awesome. I appreciate that. You're better than my Facebook crowd. Actually, you know what? You guys are a really positive community. It's always nice to see all the positive comments and happy. Appreciate that. It's pretty rare that I have to ban a person or delete a comment. Pretty darn rare. Down to 58 kilometers an hour. It's going empty. You're leaving Vancouver empty? Dude, there's lots of loads. Maybe not where he wants to go for his next load. That's like you guys saying that ferry ride we took a week ago. I should have had a backhaul to help pay for the ferry. There's no loads coming off of there. At least no loads that go anywhere where we can make a profit, or at least pay some of the, like, it would just cost us even more money by going out of the way. Well, I can tell you, I have never driven this road with you guys before when there's snow on the ground. Having said that, there's not a lot of snow, but I've never taken you guys on this road when there is snow on the ground. There's the Fraser River. gusty. This has got to be more than 60 kilometer gusts. It's literally moving my mirror. Like, I have to readjust my mirror. The wind is hitting it so much that it's moving the motor on the mirror. Unlike your mirrors in your cars where just the reflective surface moves, our mirror, the whole mirror moves. And I can't move up and down with the mirror. I can only move the mirror side to side. I remember rough roads like that made the old microphones completely unaudible. But these microphones are awesome. Actually makes it hard staying in the lane with the wind. Man, I sure would not want to be driving on this right now with the empty van. Like that oncoming semi there. I sure hope he's loaded. If that was empty, that'd be an uncomfortable ride. Scale should be open. Laidlaw Road, hence the scale is called the Laidlaw scale. Route information signs. Basically here, when you come up to Hope, you have to make a decision. Which of the 3 routes are you going to take? When you get to Vancouver, you got to make a decision if you want to take a highway up, Sea to Sky Highway up to Whistler and go around that way, or come out east. When you get to Hope, you have to decide, are you going to take highway, are you going to stay on Trans-Canada Highway 1 and head straight north? Are you going to go onto Highway 3 and go straight east? I mean, there's nothing straight in BC. We swiggle our roads all over the place. Highway number 1, compact snow, ice, drive with caution. Or are you going to take Highway 5, the Coquihalla, up towards Kamloops, like at a 45-degree angle? That's more northeast north. Highway 3, compact ice, use caution, compact snow. And then Highway 5 and 97C, compact ice, blowing snow, compact snow. Yeah, blowing snow up there. We're gonna stay on Highway 3. What's Trans-Canada Highway 3 exits here. When we get to Hope, we're just gonna, where Highway 3 starts, we're just gonna stay on Highway 3 all the way to Karamias, and then take 3A to Caledon, and then 97 north to Penticton. Moment of truth. Did I read the scale right, or the gauges right, when I loaded? She's gonna be heavy. Looks like there's 3 trucks pulled in. I often pull in voluntarily to do a load secure check. 2,600, not 5,600, 15,700, 22,500. You know, I'm a little lighter than I thought. 16,590. Actually, a little lighter than I thought I would be. Max would be 5,500. I spiked over that for my steers. Drives would be 17, and the pup would be 17, and then the bridge is 24. Hey, buddy. See me here? Okay. I wasn't sure if I would slow down or not. Yeah, when we loaded this, we definitely had to shuffle weight around to get it to where all the gauges were legal. Originally, the drives were way over. Quite happy with that. It would have been nice to get a couple of 100 kilograms more on the drives, but should be okay. It's balanced pretty even. And my steer, the gauge bounced over that, but that might just be the spike from hitting the scale. It might be a spike that went over. Here's the Hunter Creek rest area. Hence the scale on the other side is called the Hunter scale, or the Hunter Creek scale. Valley just keeps getting narrower, narrower, narrower. If you want to keep following the Fraser River, stay on Trans-Canada Highway 1. long time since I've been driving in a windy day like this. I guess the sun's set behind this mountain already. I wonder if I'll get back into the sun at all. That might have been the last sun I get to see today. Because if you look at the mountains ahead, the shadows are getting pretty big in there. So beautiful. Going along the Fraser River like this, with fresh snow on the mountains. If you guys ever visit BC, try to do some road trips. Like long road trips. Because no matter where you go in BC, it's a painting. Up on Hope here. I guess we're kind of at Hope already. Already missed one of the exits into Hope, or at least at the Hope Flood. Hope Flood, or is it Flood Hope Road? Flood Hope Road. Flood Hope Road is the old highway through here. Didn't that used to be called the 101? After this exit, you guys should recognize because we've done that section a couple of times. I gotta say, with the shade here, looking in my rear view mirror, there's some pretty cool shots behind me too. Yeah, I often exit over here to get fuel. We're a little above half a tank. I'm gonna fuel up in Princeton. If you actually want to drive through Hope, I would recommend taking Flood Hope Road or exiting where Trans-Canada Highway 1 exits. You know what? Sometimes it takes a little snow to remind me how beautiful this place is. Because I see it so often, without the snow, you forget how beautiful this place is. Just because it becomes normal, right? And then you get to see it in a different view with the snow, different perspective. It just reminds you that, oh yeah, we live in a pretty awesome place. Speed limit 90. Wonder why they got it down to 90. I mean, I can't do 90 anyway. Have to put the four-way flashers on because got a nice hard climb. It's all climbing now. Do a hard climb to get up to Hope Slide, and then a hard climb to get up to Allison, and then a hard climb to get up to Sunday Summit. And then I get a little bit of downhill, down Mine Hill. And then it gets pretty flat from Princeton all the way to Carameus. And then I got to do another hard climb up and over toward Yellow Lake, Twin Lakes, back down to Penticton. A lot of climbing. Why are you guys cutting in so close in front of me? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It looked like tow truck companies were pretty busy when you're turning off here. So why didn't you just stay behind me? Why do you need to pass? Brake light's going uphill. Tesla, what's wrong with you? Why would you hit the brakes uphill? What a waste of electricity. It's 41 kilometers an hour. 8% grade over here.
Highway 97C is closed. Switching to Kenworth.
Why were you taking Highway 97C in the first place? And it's not closed, Garmin. It's not closed. There's a little bit by Peachland that Garmin thinks is closed.
To Highway East.
.34 kilometers an hour. think once this video's over, maybe at the top of Hope Slide, maybe Allison, I'll pull over and make myself some supper. Starting to get a little peckish. No microwave in my truck. I know. I don't drink coffee and no microwave in my truck. I know, what kind of trucker am I anyway? If you guys can get yourselves into the habit of not using a microwave, we have a toaster oven in here. It does mean a little higher wattage inverter is needed. But we got a toaster oven. And it means you have to think ahead. Half an hour, 45 minutes. Woo! Spinning my tires. Once we stop spinning my tires, I'm going to turn the lockers on. What was I saying? Oh yeah. You got to plan for half an hour, 45 minutes ahead for when you want to eat. But when you go to toaster oven in the truck and your food is actually still crunchy on the outside and nice and moist on the inside, not everything is this sloppy, gross, wilted, yucky food. Microwave, everything is always gross. Might as well be sucking down a slug. The texture is just not good. Just makes these chicken fingers at home in the air fryer.
Lanes, then take the exit to Highway 3 East.
And they take about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to go from frozen to done just right. And they're nice and crisp on the outside and juicy on the inside. It's just like so good. If you microwave it, it's just sloppy and gross outside and inside. It's just all gross. This would be a great time to end the video, but it's beautiful out here. Just go a few miles more. Get as much momentum here as we can. Looks like I'll be doing some ice road trucking.
Yeah, I got a little bit, yeah. Yes, sir. My other half of the winter front, dog. And I had the boss under there with the tree for looking for it, but he didn't find it.
annoying when you can only hear part of the conversation. Back down to 71 kilometers an hour. Four-way flashers back on. And yeah, we will not see the sun again today. Still reflecting off the mountaintops, but down here the sun has set. As much as this weather sucks, because it's cold and windy, we needed the moisture, we needed the snow. I'm so happy like, 2 weeks ago I did the video, where's all the snow? We finally got some snow. We desperately needed this. This is going to really help with the spring runoff. Hopefully it doesn't melt too fast in spring. But it's going to help us not have forest fires as early in the year. So, kind of got to deal with the bad weather now, but we get the beautiful, beautiful snowy winter wonderland, and we get less forest fires in the winter, or in the summer. So, it's really a win-win, even if we have to suffer a few days here in the cold. Gearing down, minus 9 degrees Celsius. Down to 10th gear. That's not going to be enough. We got to go down to 8th or 9th. Okay, we're holding RPMs at 1600. So what would 9th gear be in a manual well, I mean, this is a manual transmission, but it's automated manual transmission. 9th gear, okay, so we got low, direct, low, high, first gear direct, first gear high, second high, third high, fourth high, fourth direct. So right now, in a manual transmission, we'd be in a fourth direct, or I guess not high, over, right? You got direct and over. So we'd be in the fourth direct right now. 27 kilometers an hour. Is fourth direct going to be enough? I'll let it lug here a little bit. Down to 1500 RPM. Oh, just when the fan turns on, we lose the RPM. As soon as the fan turned off, we gained the RPM back. Well, I'm going to be doing this for the next, well, some time. So I think this is a really good time to end the video here. Once again, thank you guys so much for those of you that helped out my brother-in-law that's fighting melanoma cancer, stage 4. just, honestly, he's fighting to stay home in his apartment because he's out of work. And thanks to your donations, he'll be able to pay rent another month. So thank you. Appreciate you guys. For those of you that donated a lot or just a little bit, even $5, it's only $5 out of our pocket, but it's life changer for them right now. So thank you again. And then thanks for all the thumbs ups, for all the comments. I really, really like reading all the comments. I read every single one. I don't respond to every single one. I give every comment a thumbs up. And a whole bunch of them I put a heart on them because you guys deserve the heart. Every now and then I respond to a few. But I read every single one. I appreciate every single one. And then, of course, a huge thank you to those that have hit that join button. All that money has been going to my brother-in-law as well, so you guys have been helping out that way as well. Same with the super chats, the super thank yous or whatever they're called. They're all going to the brother-in-law for now. But yeah, like I said, a really awesome, positive community. You guys are just fabulous people to hang around. I will catch up with you guys on Thursday. It sounds like I'm going to have a short week here. So Thursday will be I'm going to record video on Wednesday and Thursday. And I think I'll have Friday off. So it'll be another one of those weeks that it's hard to get a bonus video in for the weekend. But I'm going to do my best. Also, I recorded a Sleep with a Trucker video. It might be a month or so before it comes out, because Jess has been editing those. Beautiful Sleep with a Trucker video going up through trail over the Strawberry Pass in snow. So look forward to that one on the ASMR channel for those of you that like sleeping with the background noise. Link down in the description there. For now, I am out of here. You guys rock. I don't know if honking a horn could cause an avalanche. But right next to the avalanche zone here, probably shouldn't just go risk it. I mean, the truck is making a lot more noise than the horn would, right?